I do want to talk about one of the major signs of us winning is culture. And I'm going to continue to hammer on this culture stuff because culture matters. And when you win in culture, that lasts for a generation. Now, Harmy Dillon has come out and said she's going after Major League Baseball for forcing their players to wear pride stuff and not allowing them to wear Bible verses. As she writes right here, swing and a miss, Major League Baseball encouraged players to wear Black Lives Matter on their uniforms, but reportedly threatened Christians who write Bible verses on their hats. We will investigate whether this amounts to religious discrimination. Guys, this is huge because this is going to shift sports leagues going forward. Remember, when you have the big stick, you got to use it. And Republicans in the past never had the guts to use this stuff, but the Trump administration does. So you wield the big stick, you use it, and then you teach everybody not to keep doing this nonsense. So this is a massive win, showing that the Giants players who put the Bible verses on their hats might actually spark the end of Pride Nights in sports over the next couple of years. Because I'm telling you right now, the sports leagues don't want to deal with this. Now, their courage begat more courage. And in a Pennsylvania minor league baseball team, the York Revolution forfeited their Pride Night game because they didn't want to wear the rainbow jerseys. The team came out and called out its own players, said the refusal was completely inconsistent with their vision as the most welcoming place in York. So they made a donation. But this is what they wanted the players to wear. The players refused, and they forfeited their game. Guys, we get more and more courage like that. It spreads, and major changes happen. So this is awesome. This is a major cultural shift. And this time, the culture, the bully is not on their side. It's on our side, backing these guys up. So as that spreads, it's just great stuff. And the next thing the Trump administration is doing, remember, they're kind of like everywhere, everything everywhere all at once right now. And Secretary Kennedy doing the same thing that Harmeet is doing on the cultural side, this culture war side, fighting back the excesses. Well, Secretary Kennedy is doing all kinds of stuff for our health. And man, he's doing a good job. But this is why I think it's more important than him just doing stuff behind the scenes. He's teaching us a better way, setting new examples. And he says, America faces more than a chronic disease epidemic threatens our physical health. We face a spiritual malaise, undermines our mental health. This is so good. And these initiatives, I know like they might seem silly, but they actually do have an effect because this is the kind of stuff that gets shown to schools and kids, and it's going to start a backlash to the whole screen, be stuck in your house all day culture we've raised up and get kids outside again, which increases testosterone, gives better mental health, makes you healthier long-term, physically stronger. This is the kind of stuff you build up a new generation, and that change lasts. And again, little stuff like this, I pay attention to because ultimately long-term it matters. And they're doing a lot. Remember the whole fight over glyphosate? It's not over. Lee Zeldin announced that we're doing an ongoing review of glyphosate. Here's Zeldin breaking it down.
Because when you go to that webpage, you're looking for a particular study, and if you don't see it, you say, well, what is the government hiding from us? I think instead that we should make sure that even the studies that are the anomalies that you don't think are good, that you're showing that and explaining why it is that maybe you're not putting weight to a particular study. Now, right now, we're going through a review on glyphosate. My message to our staff is very clear. We have dedicated career scientists who have been there 10, 20, 30 years. They love their job. They're smart. They're talented. My message to them is there is no prejudging of what your review is going to show. I do not want to tell you in advance what the science is going to show you.
Okay, so that's important. What he's saying right there is that this is a notice to the Monsanto community and ag community that's behind this stuff, that we're not prejudging. We're going to show what the science says. And I think it's a warning that we might actually Trump allowed American companies to use glyphosate for temporary, saying like he didn't lift a ban off all glyphosate or all the other stuff people said, like funding it to get out there again, all this Roundup. Well, he did something temporary so that our food supply wouldn't be disrupted. And Kennedy came out and agreed to this and said, yes, let's do the studies so we can actually get to the point, while also studying how to fight pests off in a more natural, healthy way, instead of using glyphosate. So that we're in a transition period. This is more proof that that's where we're headed. As Zeldin, who's EPA, is now partnering with MAHA on this. So guys, all the lies that the MAHA movement's over, it's just not true. It's building up steam, and it's only going to get stronger as we get through the midterms, especially if Republicans can pull it off. Now, as always, I love their marketing. And again, this is just the vibes. Kennedy put out, we flipped the food pyramid before we even got GTA 6. For those who don't know, gamers have been waiting on this game, Grand Theft Auto 6, for 13 years. And it keeps getting pushed off, It's supposed to finally release this year. So the big joke is we got stuff done before they got this game out. And it's pretty hilarious. Here's a little video they did on it. May contain nutritional facts for children. So good, man. So good. So clever. You can tell the vibe has shifted, right? And just going back to UFC, where I talked about the shift is here. You can start feeling the pro America feeling is back. The patriotic feeling is starting to come back. Well, look at this. Gateway Pundit says more people watch UFC America from White House than any Super Bowl ever. That's apparently the new numbers coming out, guys, that this UFC event, this super patriotic event, super cool event with great fights. Joe Rogan himself called it the greatest event he's ever seen or been to. It got more viewers than Super Bowls. That, my friends, is a major, major shift and an announcement to the world. We're back, baby. We're back. Culture is shifting. And that is so important because it's so much more than just a few policies. Culture shifts, that lasts for a generation at least. So we're looking at 20, 40, 50, 60, maybe more years that we are at the beginning of an era, not at the end. So great stuff ahead. And it's why I continue to be extremely optimistic about our future.